It's so stupid. What's up, everybody? I'm Sal Kalani. Oh, dude, hold on. I don't even have my mic set up.
And this, no, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Hold
Hello,
on.
everybody. I'm
Stop.
Sal Kalani. And this, I
Let's
mean,
see.
I guess
No, the feet are an issue in Tarantino films. I'm going to tell you right now.
I think everyone got upset about the feet in Jackie Brown. Is that where it was most prevalent?
No, well, I don't remember. I do remember Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's prevalent multiple times. One, the girl that Brad Pitt picks up, and then when he drives her to Spawn Ranch, and two, uh, Margot Robbie when she's watching her movie in the theater, she has to take off her shoes, and there's her toes, and then he's all focused, and it's like, God damn, Tarantino! It's like, and then you start watching the movies, it's like. Even in fucking Inglorious Bastards, when the girl takes off her shoe and he has to put on the other shoe to see if it fits, it's you watch it, man. He stays long on the toes. It could be World War II. There's toes.
Hey, look, I play like this. I've seen all those movies, and apparently it wasn't long enough for it to affect me or even
Well, you.
for me to even
I've
recognize.
watched them many times. It's not like but now I'm looking for it too.
And now you're looking for it.
Yeah,
And if you go looking for something,
Tarantino's.
you will, and if you go looking for something, you will find
Oh,
it.
it's always there, dude. Quentin Tarantino's. You look for it next time. You'll
Quentin
see it.
Tarantino toes.
All right.
Oh, that's
So
hilarious.
I got some
Uh,
good stuff this week, Reg.
well, hold up though. Before we get to that,
Oh,
I
okay.
was looking for something. I can't seem to find it. I was trying to find at least one. Two things I want to give a shout out to a friend of ours that both passed, a guy named Jason Wheeler, who passed on May 31st, and we didn't find out about it until, you know, several weeks later. Um, Sal knew Wheeler very well. I knew Wheeler. I didn't know him as well as you did, but he was a part of our comedy community and a guy that was definitely a part of Sal's and I era. And you know, he was only, I think he was 56. Yeah, he's 56. He had some addiction issues, unfortunately, and yeah, he's no longer with us. So just want to take a moment to recognize Jason Wheeler. And the other one is today's the anniversary of one of my best friends that passed, Mr. AJ Rollins, passed on this day 3 years ago. And that was my dude. We played college basketball together, and we were roommates. We lived together, and AJ is one of my best friends, and I was the best man in his wedding, and it's sad that he's not here because his oldest son, is doing really well. He just signed his scholarship to play at Point Loma Nazarene in San Diego. So
What did
shout
you
out
play?
to Aiden
B-ball?
Rollins. He plays basketball, yeah.
Oh,
And he wears his dad's number 33.
oh, that's
You
nice.
know, I was 22, AJ was 33. You know what I'm saying? It's just higher. But so yeah, I just want to take a moment to recognize both of those guys. So shout out to Jason Wheeler and shout out to AJ Rollins.
That's what Max would
Yeah.
always say. Yeah, man, it sucks about losing the Mini Wheels Junior. Um, I don't know, dude. It hit me more the next day after I found out. It sucks how you find out shit now, dude. Like,
Yeah. Well,
like
it's funny.
I get a text from Jason Downs. You hear Wheeler passed?
Yo, dude. Yo, all right. So I want to say something about that real quick because when I reached out to you, right, when I got the news, like straight up, when I got the news, I got a text message, and the first person I thought of was you because I
Yeah, you
knew
know how
that.
many people thought that and then messaged me? It was annoying.
Well, I don't know if it's annoying, but I mean, maybe it's annoying for you. Okay, that's what it is. But for the
I
rest of
got to
us,
go through it over and over. And then eventually I just copy and pasted my text and sent it to everybody. I'm like, this is what
okay,
happened. This situation sucks. But I was one of the last ones there. I seen him like, everyone else pretty much lost touch with him. And mainly, yeah, I kind of was still in touch with him because he was so close to the club.
right.
And I was still working comedy. But yeah, man, I
Well,
saw it get bad, bro.
Well, that's what I was
It
going to
got
say is
worse.
that, well, that's what I was going to say is that, when I saw the word, when I got the message, you're the first person I thought of because he was no longer in the community in the sense of performing and still coming to clubs and things of that nature. So my only connection to hearing how he was doing was through you. So I immediately made that connection. I'm sure that's what it was for other people too. I've been in that situation when Moki passed. He and I worked together that day. He and I were on the same bid together. He and I lived a block away from each other. So when things happened with him, there was this absolute reach from all these different people,
Right.
right? But it wasn't annoying to me in that sense because what
I'll
it,
say this though. I think I remember Molly telling me about hitting you up about Jamogi, so I did. And I want to feel like you kind of said the same thing though, because you were like, yeah, no, thanks, man. But a lot of people are already, you were already having a lot of people reach out. It was
yeah,
short. That's all I remember. It was short and quick, which was fine. I
yeah,
got
yeah.
that.
I mean, obviously, for me, that's, I'm grieving. Like,
Right,
and
right, right. What are you going to
right,
talk
and
about?
and with Moki, that night that he took his life, we had worked together. We had just left work, and few hours later, I'm getting a call that that he sent this email to us about taking his life. So I left my place, got my car. I'm driving around Oakland trying to find this dude before he pulled the trigger.
Right, I remember that.
Right? Yeah, and then the police finding his truck and it being too late. So it was very palpable for me. It was very like real and right there. Like there was a point where I'm standing 30 feet away from his truck where his lifeless body is, and I can't do anything about it. So when people start reaching out,
So
obviously
you
I'm
saw his
grieving.
truck.
Yeah, I saw his truck, and shout out to Aize. He kept me from going over there because he was like, "Nah, you don't want to see him like that." And I go, "Nah, man, that's my dude.
That's what I was
I'm
just telling
here."
someone how I saw
Yeah,
Eli's body after he died because someone took a picture of it on the highway and posted on
yeah,
the
I
internet.
saw that too.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
but it's not like it's sad
it's
because it's just his body and his
and he was
motorcycle
still in his
gear
clothes.
and his
Yeah, he's still in
helmet, but
his.
you just saw the thing of blood coming from the helmet.
Yo, that messed me up when I saw that. And I shout
Yeah.
out to Bob Brindley
And
too
that
for.
car was on fire.
Yeah. Shout out to Bob Brindley for contacting the people and saying, "Yo, that's my friend. Please take that photo down." Right? That's
Yeah, that was
disrespectful.
fucked up.
Right. But point being is that like you're the first person I thought of, and so I reached out to you, and your response at the time was like, whatever it was. I don't need to get into details about it, but it was very. I was kind of like, okay, maybe it hadn't hit him yet. Right. I was like,
Yeah, I'll
oh,
say,
and
well,
and well, hold on. I felt like it hadn't hit you yet, and then for you to say now, like to hear you say it hit me the next day. I totally understand that because when I reached out initially, I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, I'll give it space." And then the next day, when I saw the post and some other stuff, then I was like, "Okay, I think now it's kind of hit him a little bit." So,
all right, so let me ask you this. When Jamoki died, did you feel, of course, you felt sad, but did you also feel angry?
um, nah, you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest here. So just so everyone knows, Jamoki and I played basketball together at St. Mary's, and we were roommates at my junior year, and we worked together for years after college. And when he lived a block away from me, like a block and a half. My old place, I
So
could
you are
walk out my
super
door.
good friends, so
We were
that's
super
why you couldn't
close.
be angry at him.
Well, because it's suicide, right? And with
Mhm.
suicide, obviously, there's something more to it. Like if it's an accident, a car accident, and someone's drinking and driving, they do something, then maybe you're angry. But with suicide, for me personally, I was like, and the letter he sent out, I was never angry at him. I wish that he had given us and time a chance to
Well,
work
then
out.
what's that feeling?
That's a feeling of, it's not anger. It's not like, God damn it, Mookie. It's not that. It's more of a sadness of like, I wish he would have had just a little bit more hope. The thing that I felt the most, to be honest with you, was I felt, I felt angry toward myself, right? There was a little anger that I felt because in all honesty, I spent the most of all of our friends. I probably spent of all his friends. I spent the most time with him
Right.
leading up to this. This was November 18th, 2009. On November 16th, he and I had this super long conversation. And in that conversation, now after the event, I would be able to recognize that he was depressed. I didn't see it as depression at that time. He was saying all these things that didn't make sense to me. And I was kind of like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what do you mean you never accomplished anything? I'm like, you got a 100 tons master's license. You're a state champion in basketball and in wrestling. You got the highest field goal percentage in SMC history. You're awarded multiple scholarships coming out of high school, right? Like you were being looked at by the NBA. You had the opportunity to play in different. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're a chess master. You're You're skilled in Kaju Kimbo and Muay Thai. You're skilled in knife fighting and stick fighting. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? You haven't accomplished. And I couldn't register. When people are depressed, they can't even see the little things that they've done,
Mhm.
right? So I was a little upset with myself for not being able to recognize that he was depressed because then I felt like, man, had I known that, then maybe I could have done something different in response.
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
was never angry. I was never angry at him.
there's
And
only
in
so much
fact,
you could do.
yeah, and in fact, and I always feel like this, I feel so much gratitude, right? Because you can't change what's done and you can't make people do anything. But what I can do is that I can find joy and happiness in the time that I had with him. And what's crazy now is that he passed in '09. I met Moki in 1994, right? Fall of 1994. He's effectively been gone longer than the time that I knew him.
Right.
So that time I'm so grateful. And he and I used to butt heads and whatever else, but there was always love and appreciation and admiration, and there was always mutual respect. So yes, I wish that he was still here, and I wish that we had more time together. But god damn, I'm so happy for the time I got. Like I swear, I'm so
That's a
happy.
very positive
Yeah,
way to look at it.
yeah. Oh, dude,
Just
because
I mean,
it's that saying, it's better to have loved than lost than to not have loved at
right.
all.
No,
And
that's true. I
yeah, and I
mean,
love this. I'm so happy I had the chance to love this man and for him to love me and to
yeah.
feel that love. And then to have his friends, other people in his life come to me and say, "Man, I'm telling you right now, Reg, if if he ain't loved nobody, he loved you."
Mhm.
Right? And so you kind of go, "All right, man." So yeah,
That's
never any
crazy. He
anger.
worked his last day on Earth. Like
Yeah,
I'm
oh
I'm
dude.
taking this shit off.
Oh, hold up though. This is what's crazy. That day at work, I've replayed that whole day in my head a million times.
Mm.
We showed up to work that morning. We both park in the garage. I get my stuff together. I walk over toward his truck and I look at his tires and I go, "Yo, Jay," I go, "Man, your tires are bald, bro. You got to get new tires. What are you doing?" Right? And he was like, "Right, right. I got to get new tires." I go, "Yeah." I go, "It's gonna start raining soon and you ain't gonna be able to stop." Right? So kind of had a joke. We went to Trader Joe's to get lunch. And he bought this little, he bought like a, a, a Thai noodle, like add water, heated up thing. And I go, "Yo, Jay, you can't eat that, man. I got, it's got too much sodium." I go, "Look at that. It's got 900 milligrams of sodium and it's got two servings." I'm like, "That's damn near 2,000 grams of sodium." And I swear to God, he goes just like this. He goes, "But I ain't had this one yet. I ain't had this one yet." And I go, "All right, man." And he got contact solution. We had to stop by Walgreens. That whole day's played out in my head. And the one thing that stood out to me that I recognized that, and I even recognized it in the moment that stood out to me was that he was writing something on his phone. He was composing
Oh, he's
something.
writing the letter. God damn.
Well, I don't know. I'm just assuming that, but he was composing something on his phone. And Jay was always very vulnerable with me. He was always very open. He never hid anything from me. He always shared everything with me. And even, I mean, there was stuff that he shared. Sometimes I'd be like, "Come on, man. I don't need to, like, I don't need to know that." But I distinctly remember that he was typing something and I walked up on him and he turned his phone away. He was sitting there and as I
Damn.
walked up, he turned his phone away and he just put it down. And that action stood out in my head because I have walked up on him a million times while he's doing the thing and he just goes, "Okay, hold on, let me finish this real quick," right? And he puts it away. But to turn and put it down, that later came to my head was like, "Yo, was that the letter? Was he composing that letter?" Right? And the last thing is when we got off work, we got to the garage. He's parked here. I'm parked here. There's a few cars in between us. And usually he would go through this whole routine after work. He go through this whole routine. He got to get undressed. He's taking off this stuff. He's got his truck open both doors because he had those doors that open like this. He's got his bag and he had a shirt and an undershirt. And then he had his pants and his basketball shorts and then boxers. Like he would do a whole thing. And it would take him all this time that I would literally get to my car, change, and be like, "All right, man, I'll holler at you later." Right, have a good night or whatever. Or we drive, or we finish about the same time. But this time he was speeding. He was like, and I was like, "Oh, he's in a hurry." And we would always, and I, we would drive to the Bay Bridge down Battery Street. and we stop at the stop signs and the lights together. And my window would be down, his would be down, and I'd yell over to him like, "Hey man, what'd you do today?" He goes, "I don't." I'm like, "Did you work today?" He goes, I don't know, maybe." Right, right. So we would have this banter back and forth as we're driving to get on the freeway to go back to Oakland. This particular day, every time we got to the stop sign, I'm looking over to do our thing, and he's like, and he was speeding through every stop sign, like he was stopping, but it's like. And I was like, damn, okay. Recognize, all right, he's in a hurry, but whatever. We get on the bridge, and it would be the same thing on the bridge where we kind of cruise almost side by side, look at each other and do a thing because it's just, this is my brother. But that particular day, dude, we got on the bridge, and I was behind him, and I swear to you, when he got around the corner, he just took off. And I was like, all right, damn, I guess Jay's in a hurry. So didn't think much of it. It was outside the norm enough for me to recognize it. But
I
he's
mean, it kind of
entitled.
says yeah, he probably did go to work that day because he could spend it with you. And that was
Uh,
it. He knew it
Oh
was his
man,
last day and he wanted to spend that time with you.
dude. I mean, if that I can't say whether that is, but I appreciate that
Depends on me.
sentiment. And if that was the case, then man, how
I
lucky am
mean,
I? Right?
I'll say like, because to me, like I had a friend like 20 years ago when I worked at Icon and I worked with him all the time and it was like he was my work buddy like that. We always joke. I'd go hang. We do little things. I saw him. He did do a fight one time. He's a little Filipino boxing kid. He was really funny, John Guzman, and we were both the newest guys on the team and we hang out. And then I think he wasn't at work that day. And then I got a call that night from him. And he was like, "Hey man, I just want to, I want to say I'm sorry for any times I like made fun of you or hurt you or whatever." I'm like, "No, man, we're all just busting our jobs, we're just
Hmm.
joking." And no problem, John. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Yeah, okay, man. Bye. And then like I thought about it for like a couple minutes and I was like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And then I called him back and he never picked up. And
Mm-hmm.
then the next day we got the news and he called a couple, this other guy who was good friends with him too, and he called him too, and on the team. And then yeah, dude. And the bottom, I think he like fell in love with some prostitute and she wouldn't give up the gig and he was depressed and he threw himself off a fucking a bridge onto the highway and
Oh
in his
no.
truck. Yeah, it was all bad.
Oh
And
damn.
yeah, so I remember driving to like the wake or whatever, or going to bury him after the wake, going to the cemetery, and I was like angry. Or going home that day. So it was like a sad and anger. And then with Wheeler, to be honest with everybody, he to me he's slowly killing himself and he
Mm.
wanted to die. And
Yeah, he was drinking heavily.
I had the
He was drinking
same
heavily.
feelings, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then the crazy thing is when John died 20 years ago, I remember I didn't go to work the next day and I just drank a bottle of red wine and watched of all the movies of Waterboy. And I had like a VHS
That's
and I put
funny.
it in and it's just that escapism and it's so funny and it's so cool and I love football. And then fucking the next day, after I got the news on Wheeler, of all his movies, Waterboy was on TV, just playing
Oh
on
wow.
one of them. And I'm watching it, and then it kind of hit me more. But it was
Yeah.
like the same feeling. You know what I hate though when they play Waterboy on TV? No, no, I hate TV movies because they censor the hell out of it. Well, the thing they do in Waterboy that they censor is when the black kicker is going to kick the field goal and he imagines the ball as a Klan member's head. They cut that whole thing out. It's like
Oh,
you can't. Why are you censoring kicking a Klan member in the head?
yo, what? Okay, see, all right, that's that white supremacy shit. They're like, you're not gonna paint us in a negative light. Um,
Or there'll be sometimes
yeah,
movies where they won't swear, but you see here them drop the N bomb, like with the
yeah,
ER.
yeah. Um, yo, man, real quick, we can wrap this up, but so my perspective of death has always been, like anybody who's watched this podcast over the years, they know my story. My mom was 56 when she got me. By the time I'm 10, she's 66. So I effectively grew up around older people, and I grew up around people start dying in their 60s. Black people start dying in their 60s in the South. And so death has always been a very prevalent part of my life, and my perspective of it has always been based on the people I've been around. There's just an understanding that this is a part of life, and we can't change what has happened, but what we can do is we can appreciate what we had, right? And so that's where that gratitude comes from, of being able to, understand people struggle and people have a hard time coping and people cope in different ways, but finding that joy in having had the thing before, or having had the experience or the time before the person passed. And that's where I'm at. So it's because it's easy to get caught up and be like, man, but what if, and we coulda, and we could, and this would have, like all the woulda, coulda, shouldas. That's just, that's fantasy. But the reality of it is that we had multiple road trips together. We ate plenty of meals side by side. We exchanged gifts, pleasantries. We joked a lot. We laughed. We laughed all the time. Like in all these relationships, AJ, Jamoki, Byron, Kai, Brad, all these guys I've lost over the years.
Uh,
I'm telling you, the one thing that we did that stands out the most of all this shit is that we laughed, and I'm talking about hard, belly roll laughs, and we held each other and we joked and we, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like
no, I love that's the big thing in life is
that's
just
the thing. And
joy.
so to be upset about what you potentially didn't have, like I used to tell Moki, Moki didn't want to have kids, right? This dude 6'9", 295 pounds, and he's quick and he's got these huge hands and these broad
Reggie, look at
shoulders.
you looking at the genetics of it.
Yo, I'm like, yo, man, you can pass on. Like you get another large woman, tall woman, you guys are creating potential physical millionaires,
You
right?
want to do Amazonians over
Yeah,
there.
exactly, right. So I'm looking at that, and this dude didn't want to have kids, and then later I figured out why. But uh, I used to always say to him, "Hey, man, all right, you ain't gotta have kids. If I have a kid or if I have children or whatever, then they'll be both." I used to be like, "This is gonna be both of our kids, right? Like we both can be the dad in a way because Moki's father passed when he was young, and he kind of had a mentor in his life. My dad passed when I was young, and then I had my mentors, and then later find out that my biological father is still alive, so that's a whole other thing. But he's not a dad or anywhere in any shape, form, or fashion. So for both of us to be kids who were raised by our moms and not having a male in the house, I was like, yo, if I have a kid, he can be both of ours, right? Like I'll do the heavy lifting and you get to be the cool big uncle, right? And there was a part of me afterwards that was like, oh man, Theo, not that, I was just like, man, he's gonna miss out on the magnificence and beauty
Yeah, so you
of
just can never give up
Moki.
because
Yeah.
time
So
always changes things. And I don't know, maybe I get angry too because like we all want to give up at times. But you know, yeah, I don't know. But you're right. It's a
well,
good
it's
mental thing. And even Molly was
oh
saying
absolutely.
her Wheeler had a disease, and
He had a
that is
disease.
true. Like it gets
Yeah.
gnarly. All right,
And it's
enough
a
death
chemical.
talk. Let's talk about
All right.
Sydney Sweeney.
And also it's a chemical thing, right? In the brain. Like it's not rational. Last part, it's not rational. The the um
All right, I don't
the
care.
drive for life, right? The drive for life.
Right.
The reason why you can't hold your breath till you die is because the urge to go is so strong. The urge to live is so strong that you can't do it, right? So it's obviously a chemical thing that happens when people are
All
able
right.
to hurt themselves to that point. All right.
There's all this crap. Okay, we see this picture here.
Trade wives, sugar
Yeah, so they're
babies.
complaining about there's this new season of Euphoria. You know about Euphoria?
I know of it, but I have never watched it though.
So Euphoria is the show on HBO. They just started their third season. Get the fuck out of here.
It's about young people and drugs and
And fucking, I
sex
don't know.
and
Yeah,
okay,
and
okay.
I don't know why this is not working. But anyway,
Oh, the manosphere.
so
Oh
they have a
boy.
third episode season. They're out of high school. Then it's funny though. The show also kind of launched Zendaya, Sydney, and the guy who played Frankenstein. So they're all kind of But
Mhm.
anyway, so they're saying there's a lot of it's misogyny. Feels like the manosphere and the whole "you're not a man, a real man provides," right?
Right. Yeah.
Which is funny
Yo,
because I'm going to be honest with you, women still feel that all the time, and even the most liberal women feel that. And
but
you
hold up though.
can't lie.
That whole manosphere thing,
What do
It's
they
next
mean by the
level.
manosphere? I don't even know what that means.
See, the manosphere is based off of this guy, Andrew something, but he's toxic, bro. It's like, it's one thing to be like, hey, look, as a man, and I've heard some of his stuff. I have a friend whose son was listening to this shit, and I'm sitting there and listening to this guy, and he sounds like this. He comes out and he's like, as a man, you need to get your rest, you need to eat well, you need to take care of your body, you need to work out, you need to get up in the morning, do your push-ups, make sure you brush your teeth, gotta be healthy, meditate, right? Like you kind of go, oh, why this is all good? And then he starts saying little slick shit like, you need to be prepared because as a man, you're the dominant force on the planet. You're the alphas. You're the alpha male. You're the one that's in control. No one can dictate to you what you're going to do and how you're going to be. Women need to understand that this is the man, this is what a man is. A man
Yeah,
can do
so
this,
stupid.
right? It was like it started to segue or kind of descend into this idea of like it's shit like a real man takes what he wants.
Right, right,
Little
right,
shit like
right.
that. Where like, is this a dog whistle? Are you trying to tell people to? It's like, look, sometimes, and look, I'm not condoning this shit, but I'm just trying to let you guys know what's out there. It's shit like as a real man knows what women want, and sometimes women don't know what they want, so you have to tell them and show them,
Right, right, right,
right? And
right.
the
It's
wrong person
very
hears that shit.
Neanderthal.
Dude,
Uh,
it's fucked up, is what it is, and
so
it's targeting 18 to 25-year-old white males.
yeah, no, I
Think
have a
about
whole
that.
new joke about Nick Fuentes, and it's been crushing lately. And
Okay.
yeah, man, that right-wing influencer shit, fuck them, dude. Their time's coming to an end. So
I
this
hope
is
so. Okay,
so I've
Euphoria.
never watched Euphoria ever. And I have HBO, so sometimes HBO just plays shit. And so I saw Sydney Sweeney arguing with her husband, the Frankenstein guy,
Okay.
and or they're at their wedding. So I was like, all right, let's see what this show's all about.
Oh, but you coming in at season three without seeing season
Oh,
one
dude,
or
I
two?
watched 3 minutes and that's enough. Now, I don't know what Zendaya's role is in this. It looks cooler because there was a thing with Zendaya's truck is on the wall for some reason. I don't know what it was,
All right,
but
don't tell me. I'm gonna
I don't
watch it
know
at some
anything
point.
about the show. But so
Okay.
I tuned in, and it does seem like a man's wet dream here in a lot of this. And I'll show you just these three little quick parts of this scene, and it's so ridiculous that I couldn't watch anymore, man. And it was Sydney Sweeney, one of the most beautiful, voluptuous women out there at the moment that we know of.
That's
Okay,
Sal's word for the day.
voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Okay, so here's your,
Okay.
I don't even know why. I think they don't
The
have much money.
ballad.
And they got this big wedding happening. So she's yelling at her
You
husband.
don't even have money for food.
We have money for food.
You're not a man. Men provide.
Guys,
Oh,
all I do is provide for you, baby. Come on, sit down.
Oh, so now it's my fault? I'm the reason you're cutting all of your fucking neighbors? Is that what you're fucking telling everyone, mate? You're just
just
fucking lying. All you have to do is fucking lie.
at
You
the
lie, you
wedding.
lie, 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 lie.
Oh, it gets him right in the eye, dude. All right, so now that's
That's
the
that's their wedding. That's their
yeah, that's
wedding.
the wedding. So then afterwards, they got to walk out to the limo. Okay, so here they go, walking out to the limo, and
You're
yo,
not a man.
yeah, you cannot have Sydney Sweeney in your TV show without showing those big yams bouncing. So here we go. Slow-mo walking out. Giggle fest with this
Wait, wait.
looks
So
like
this is
a garbage can
wait,
with
hold on,
their
hold on.
boobs trying to escape.
What the hell kind of dress is
Some
that?
dreams do come true.
Exactly.
Some dreams do come true.
Yeah, it's probably her mom or something. So
Wait, wait,
then
wait.
yeah, they got this
Time
big
out. Time
Hummer
out.
of a limo they're walking to.
Wait, time out. So this scene is after she basically told him that he wasn't a man because he couldn't provide and he's a liar to her friends,
Right,
and then hit him in the eye with the cork,
right.
and then
And
they're
here
walking out
comes
holding hand.
the worst part, why I had to film it today and send it and share this, because you got the fight, you got the fake, And now you got the makeup, and it's the easiest makeup in the world and would never work in
in
real
real
life.
life. All right, let's see.
Here we go. They're
We should
back
do a
in the
review.
limo right after they
Dude, you
got
should
it.
have told me you watched this because then I could have watched it. We could have had a review of it.
Well, we're reviewing it right now. Sucks. This is all I watched. I didn't go past this. After I saw
Okay.
this, I'm like, this is horrible writing.
All right, let's see.
Man, so it's kind of quiet for a minute.
I just didn't want to tell you before the wedding. I wanted it to be the most beautiful day of your life.
Well, it was the worst.
I mean, look at it. I mean, they're about to pop out.
And I got us into this mess. And I promise you, I am going to get us out of it.
Okay.
There's no obstacle, Cassie Jacobs, that I can't get over.
His dress is too
Especially
tight.
you by my side, baby. I love you. I am so grateful to call you my wife.
All you gotta say is I
Every
love
day you
you.
make me want to be a better man.
Mm-hmm.
You make
Good
me want to be
line.
a better husband.
Okay.
Hopefully, someday a father.
Just like the conservatives want, and it gets there.
I love you, Cassie Jacobs. Even if I can't see out of this fucking eye right now.
Throwing a little joke.
You deserved it.
Maybe. Maybe.
And here comes a closer, which we know always works. This always works, right?
When we get home, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna carry you across the threshold, take you upstairs to our bedroom, and I'm gonna make love to you. And if that's okay.
I guess it's okay.
When I wake up tomorrow, it'll be a new day.
There it is, Reg. Everything resolved in 3 minutes.
I wouldn't say resolved because they're gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be a new day with the same old shitty problems. It's like drinking alcohol, or it's like taking drugs and drinking alcohol. It's like, yeah, in the moment, all my problems are gone, getting high. Oh, and then you come off that high, you go, oh, I still live in a shithole. Like,
Yeah.
so
So yeah,
that's
dude, I don't
interesting,
know.
man.
That's that show, bro.
That's interesting. I mean, but we're looking at season three. We don't know the context of the backstory, but I'm gonna check it out and see what it is.
I got
Speaking of shows,
I got
speak
the back season at bad dog.
okay. Well, speaking of show, so I mean that show is popular on some levels. Like a lot of people have
Well,
talked
yeah,
about.
man. They got good looking people fucking.
There you go. Um, Now the show that everyone keeps telling me to watch, people telling me yesterday was Better Call Saul.
Yeah, everyone's telling me that too.
All right, so let's start watching it because for the record, I loved Breaking Bad. For me, Breaking Bad is arguably one of the best shows in television history, hands down. It's like in the top 5 or 10 for me, easy, easy, probably top five, maybe even top three. Um, love that show,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
people are
We all
like,
we all love that show. But
"Oh
so
man,
it's
I
hard, tough
love."
to watch. So have you watched Better Call Saul?
No, no, and people are telling me that Better Call Saul is as good as, if not
Yeah.
better
I don't. I
than
bet it's
Breaking Bad.
hard because come on, it doesn't have Walter White. You know what I
Well,
mean?
but see, this is the thing, and I figured this out yesterday because I talking to people about it. They're like, "Dude, watch the show because Better Call Saul is happening. Um, the time frame of it is happening in the same time frame that Walter White and
Oh,
Heisenberg is
sometimes.
happening.
Interesting.
So when the two are walking side by side and Walter White goes this way and we follow his story, Better Call Saul is they're walking side by side and then we're
Okay,
following
I
his
thought it
story.
was more of a prequel, but okay, that's
That's
interesting.
what I thought too, but no, it's happening,
Okay.
in the same time
Um,
frame. And they say that, and they gave this away, but they're like, I guess there's crossovers where you see Walter White.
oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. We'll see.
yeah, we're
I mean,
seeing
the
the other
first one was
side.
so good. I didn't finish on Sydney Sweeney. I forgot
Okay, great.
because we were talking all that and a shit on Euphoria. But that movie Christy was just on, where she plays the boxer Christy Martin, and it got shit on really bad. And it's like, come
Wait,
on,
Sydney Sweeney plays a boxer?
yeah, female lesbian boxer. And yeah, she's in these bad mullet wigs and you don't see her boobs at all. Like the only thing I've seen of her where she has no doesn't show.
Good for
And
her.
I'm gonna say, man, the movie's kind of bad. I get why people, because it's more of a drama. The boxing's there, but then the boxing fades. But she's good, man. She's a good actress in it, and like I didn't. Yeah, man. Like I wasn't. You kind of just fall into with her character, and then I didn't know the story and what happens, and you're like, oh damn! So it definitely turns dramatic,
Mm.
and she fucking does a great job, man.
So wait, this is Crash. What's it called?
Christy is it's
Oh,
called.
Christy. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Christy.
yeah. It's Christy Martin, a big female boxer. She was on like the cover of Sports Illustrated in '95. She ended up she was boxing, she was coming up. Don King, she did a couple of Tyson cards.
Oh, okay.
And then then like she's around for a while, then she ended up losing to Muhammad Ali's daughter later.
Oh, okay. Layla Ali.
Yeah, she was way
Yeah.
bigger than her and stuff, but
Yeah.
she was called the coal miner's daughter from West Virginia,
Oh, I
and
kind of remember
Christy
that.
Martin. Yeah, so the
Yeah, I fairly
story,
remember that.
and there is definitely some slow dramatic parts, and I get why the movie didn't hit, especially like, oh, we got a hot blonde with big boobs, let's put her in a lesbian boxing movie, and but
Good for Sydney Sweeney though, playing the
all right,
opposite.
and it was
Yeah.
good, man. I'm gonna she did a good job, and I didn't, man, because I didn't know. I love going into movies not knowing anything, and I went in there and I was like, holy shit!
Oh,
So
so you saw this in the theaters?
no, just now, right before waiting for you.
Oh, you watched it this morning?
I
On
was on
what?
HBO, and I was just
Oh,
watching
okay.
it, dude,
All right.
and
All right,
I
I'll
was
check
like,
it out.
okay. I missed the first 5 minutes. Sorry, Sydney, I'll get on that, but no, she did a good job, and it was. Yeah, it was an interesting story, and I didn't know all that. So I
Okay.
definitely recommend.
Christy. All right, I'll check it out. I'll
Yeah,
check it out. There's a couple things I need to watch.
it's
Have
just
you
as good as the Rock Smashing Machine. I'll say that, which
I
I
didn't
thought
see
was
that one.
yeah,
That one
whatever.
was uh it was panned by the critics as well, right? Like
Right. Yeah.
it didn't do as well for a rock movie. But
Right.
and he
Well,
lost
that's
a lot of
why
weight.
he didn't do a Rock movie, but those movies are
Okay.
bad
Good for
usually.
him. I mean, look, as an artist, sometimes you want to do something different. Hold up though. Speaking of artists, have you seen any of the clips from the Kevin Hart roast?
Yeah, I did watch some of it. Pretty funny. Chelsea Handler was grilling Tony Hinchcliffe. That was really funny.
I didn't see
Talking.
that, but I read what she
Uh,
wrote.
oh yeah,
She's talking,
talking about. She said. Yeah, like now that you guys, the draft is getting enlisted with the president, you guys help get elected. Are all y'all gonna, sign up, or you tough talking pussies only go to the Middle East for comedy festivals?
oh wow, that's funny. Yo, when she said to Tony Hinchcliffe, I just read this morning. She's talking about his veneers.
Yeah.
She's like, your veneers, whatever. And then she goes, are you using Crest white supremacist strips? I was like, fuck yeah. And then and based on that article I read, it said something to the effect that I guess Tony was very uncomfortable, but he was trying to not
Yeah,
look
I mean they say
uncomfortable.
that, but you watch it. It was whatever. There were moments, but yeah, he did. He was just like drinking his water. You know who killed it? Your old buddy Cheryl Underwood.
Oh, I heard that she did well too,
She
but man, fuck
crushed.
her. No, and I'm not gonna say fuck her. I'm not gonna say fuck her. I'll just say, yeah,
She was a
everyone,
nice
any,
edgy one weekend.
yeah, I'm not a fan. And I was talking to a guy yesterday who was like, and he's not a comedian. He was like, yeah, I'm not a fan. And I
It
go, why
totally,
don't
I
you
bet
like
you,
her?
it totally I bet it's gonna revamp her career though, or at least this tour of hers, because she crushed on that thing, dude.
Yeah. No,
Um,
look, there's no question about her being talented.
she's a
She's
fucking
talented. She's always
gorgeous.
been funny, but the problem is her personality, right? Like there, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say it right here. This guy right here,
Richard.
Richard Pryor, that dude right there. There are a lot of people, there are people that I work with who were like, Richard Pryor is arguably one of the most talented. He's probably, a lot of people's GOAT, right? He's the greatest. But personality wise, he was not very nice. He was not a friendly guy. He was not
They say that
approachable.
about Johnny Carson. He was like that too.
Yeah. So I would never take anything away from his, I love his comedy. There's no question about it. The guy is inspiring and he's like a blueprint of being able to be vulnerable,
Yeah.
right? Like he's a great example of what vulnerability looks like on a comedy stage and being able to be vulnerable and share, but also still be very funny. So take nothing away from his talent, but personality wise, it left a lot to be desired. Same thing with Cheryl Underwood. I would never say that she's not talented. I mean, look, I'm sitting on a podcast with you, and she just did the Kevin Hart roast on whatever Comedy Central or whatever it was. So she's obviously been very successful, and she was on The View for a long time. But personality wise, from what I experienced with her and what I've heard from other people, she's not a very and it's gonna be really harsh to say, but on some level, she's not a good person, right? Like, and that's hard. I mean, it's one thing to be talented and gifted, and people say, "Oh, you know, they're not approachable," and but there's some parts of her where she's just not a good person. And so, um, yo,
You don't want to
fuck
give us
it.
any examples?
Um, I mean, I'll put this. I'm not gonna say because of her political views, because she's always been very conservative, and I get it. She's got a degree, she's got a master's in sociology, and she's a military kid. Like she was in the
Okay.
military, so she's gonna lean conservative because of the military. But to be a woman of color,
You think she's MAGA
oh
though?
shit, yo, hold up, man, someone's at my door. Hold on one second. Pause for a
What?
second. I know. Hold on one second. Pause.
Tell the fuck off. I don't know how to pause his mother.
Like I get,
Well, you could have
yeah,
kept going. That's funny though.
yeah. He's banging on the door
Well, you
like
would
he's
have
like boom,
done
boom, boom, boom,
like you
boom.
the goddamn police.
Oh, hold up though. Yeah, exactly. He banging on the door like the police, and then I look out the peephole, and this dude got his finger over the thing. I go, "Oh hell no!"
Oh, why are you doing that?
He's just being silly. So
That's
then I put
funny.
the chain on the door. I open that shit like this.
That's
I
funny.
was like, "Who is it, bro?" So,
Um, all right, so I did a Hollywood thing this weekend, Reg. I did a
okay.
Hollywood thing. I went to a movie premiere that my famous friend was in.
Oh, hold up, real quick.
Oh, hold up now. What's
I
the
know.
hold up
Just did
now,
we wrap
brother?
up Cheryl Underwood? Because I was just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, you pretty much.
okay,
I
she's
don't know if she's
conservative.
MAGA though,
I don't know if
because
she's
she stood up
MAGA.
and applauded after that Chelsea Handler joke. So
So she's not MAGA, but I think that maybe I went too far by saying she's not a good person. I'll say this:
you don't
her
know her. You only
views.
hung out with her what, a weekend? She was really not
Yeah,
cool
but
to.
I've worked with her twice on two different
Oh,
occasions, and both times, the first time she was super cool, and then the second time she was completely, it was like a complete 180. And then I talked to her road manager, and her road manager was the one that gave me the insight into. He goes, the reason why you're featuring for her this week is because she had a regular feature, a black male that she had been treating like shit on the road, and finally in Seattle in the middle of the week, or in Washington or whatever, in the middle of the week, dude was like, fuck this. Because they had same management. And he was like, he
wow. I mean,
quit
you got to be really treating a comic like shit for them to give up paid weekly work.
paid weekly work and to quit in the middle of the week
Oh, that's a big
because
fuck you.
that's a big fuck you because she was verbally abusing him on
Wow.
stage, which she also did to me, right? She
Wow.
also did that to me and asking the audience. At one point, there's a woman, the opener was a woman named Tina. She got married. She went by her name used to be Tina Allen, but she was Tina
I
Gallo
remember
now.
her.
Yeah. So Tina was opening, and Tina's a friend. I've known Tina for years.
Yeah,
She
white Dago broad.
yes, with the brunette. Tina's opening, and I'll make the story quick, but there was one point where I finished my set. I had a great set. Everything goes well. Yeah, Reggie, whatever. Tina introduces Cheryl. Cheryl comes out, and Cheryl goes, she goes, give it up for Tina. And they're like, yeah, yeah, right. And she goes, Tina's so good. Tina's gonna be great. Tina's gonna do this. And she's just singing the praises of Tina. Tina's so amazing. And Tina was having good sets. There's no, I'm not gonna say it was just opening set, 10 minutes, right? Um, and then she then goes, yeah, give it up for Tina, all this stuff, praising Tina. And then she goes, so what do you guys think about Reggie? Right? And the crowd's like, yeah, she was guys, I don't know. What's that joke he had? He got a joke about, oh, that's right. He got a joke saying that he ain't black enough. Remember I had that joke back in the day. She goes, he has a joke about he ain't black enough. nah, Reg. And I'm standing to the side. Now, this is San Jose Improv, packed house, 400 plus people. I'm standing, and you know this, where the stage is, the audience is here, balconies up here. And then to the left side of the stage, if you're on stage, there's a walkway where a lot of comics will stand and kind of watch, the comedian take the stage. I'm standing over to the side. And after she goes, "What do you think about Reggie?" And the crowd's like, "Yeah, we like Reg." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And after just hearing her give all these praises to Tina, but she and I had already had a couple interactions before that. And she goes, "Well, what's the joke? He said he's not black." No, no, it's not that he's not black enough. And she's got her purse. It's not that he's not black enough. He's he's a pushover. He's soft. He's a pussy. He's weak. Yo,
She calls you a pussy?
dude, she said a pussy, pushover, weak. She goes, I think I could kick Reggie's ass. Right?
Woo!
Yo, straight up. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching. And look, I'm a grown ass man, bro. Like she's the headliner. At this point, it's not like I'm gonna be able to come back, right? Like I
Right, you
can't.
can't do that. You have no, that's what sucks. She's the last one holding the mic.
She's the last one holding the mic, so I'm standing there and I listen to her and I go, all right,
Is
that's
this
the
the last
there.
show of the week?
I think it was. It's like a
Wow.
hit and run. Yeah, it
Wow.
was like a hit and run. Um, and I just stood there and I watched, and I was like, okay, because we had already had other interactions prior to that, where I hadn't done anything to her. I just was doing my job. And she was like, a good feature would recognize what the headliners talking about would change their set. And I said, okay, there's something you don't want me to talk about? And she goes, no, no, no. I would never tell you not to talk about anything. I'm just saying that a good feature like she's trying to give me
Yeah.
tips, but not telling me what she wants me to do, wants me to read between the lines.
Without,
And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, so then I changed my set. Boom. A good feature would recognize that the headliner goes long and they would cut their set.
Oh,
Would you
fuck!
would you like for me to do I go, would you like for me to do
Yeah,
less
just
time?
fucking
No, no,
tell what's
no.
up.
Dude, she goes, no, no, no. I would never tell you to do less time. I'm just saying that teaching you that a good feature would recognize that the headliner goes long and they would shorten their set. So, and Sal, when I say this San Jose Improv, like this is damn near a home club for me. I'm crushing that shit. Like I'm having great sets, right? But Cheryl Underwood ain't no slouch. They were there to see her. So
Right.
it's not that she couldn't follow me or anything like that. But I get maybe she just didn't want to have to deal. But she was like, so I cut my set from 25 to 20 to 15 to 12. And then I cut Tina's set to 7.
Wow.
Because then the next time she goes, if a good feature would recognize um, the headliners do like she said almost said the same thing. She goes, and they would cut the opener set.
How is
And
this
I'm
like your responsibility, all this shit? Yeah,
right.
I can see why that other guy quit.
Dude, so I at one point I go to Jim Smith, who was the manager at the time at the San Jose Improv, and I go, Jim, this woman does not want me on the show, bro. Right? I go, she really just wants a two-person show. Maybe I should just like
Right.
not finish.
I don't
And he
need this
goes,
shit.
and Jim is my guy. Jim is like, hey, look, whatever you want to do, right? And I go, nah, man, you know what?
Fuck.
I go, forget that. She ain't about to run me off the show. And I
Right.
go, I was booked to do 25 to 30, and she wanted 20, 25, and 20. And Jim's like, don't worry about the time. He goes, I'm going to pay you your full rate the whole time. He goes, you can go up there and do 5 minutes and you're going to get your full rate. And I go, that's what I'm talking about, Jim. That's why I mess with you. So I was like, that's when I kept my set. I was like, I said, Tina, you're doing 7 and I'm going to do
Right, man.
12.
Fuck it. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Dude, it's crazy.
That's too
And
much
so
drama.
that's just, yeah, I mean, what's this whole thing? What do you think about Reggie? And then have people
Oh, they call you a
applaud.
pussy? Yeah, go against
Yeah.
what 300 to 400 people are saying and go, nah, he's a pussy.
Well, but after the show, I'll still sit out front and people were kind of like, oh man, you're really funny.
Did she
And I
just
go,
ignore you after that?
well, it was the end of the week.
So you didn't have
Yeah.
any words after she
I
got off
haven't, I,
stage?
ne- we didn't talk anymore after that. We
All right,
talked.
so
And prior to that, when we worked together, she had nothing but positive things to
yeah,
say.
that's so weird. She basically just, man, going through it. That's crazy.
Well, but then I later found out that she has an issue with black men. And I think probably the darker the guy, the more drama or problems she has, like some PTSD. She only dates white guys, right? Which
Uh,
is, hey, look, there are plenty of people who have preferences and date whoever they want to date, and that's fine. But for a dark-skinned black woman to have an issue with dark-skinned black men, that's obviously maybe her dad used to kick her ass, or maybe
you
black
know, now
men.
you're just assuming shit, but
Well, I
there
don't know.
was
I'm
a
just saying
problem.
well, I would say this. Maybe she just felt like she didn't really get the love from dark men,
Hmm.
right? Because she is a dark woman too, and so maybe there was some shit there, but
Or
it's like, don't take that shit out on me.
maybe she just thinks you're a pussy. Um,
Yeah, that's what it is.
all right, so I went to this movie premiere. My buddy, his first, you'll like this, first ever comic book movie.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the comic book. I don't know when it came out. Oh, it says 2023, so it's pretty new, but it's sold out, so you can't even get it right here. But here it is. Boom. The comic book called Fuck My Son.
Johnny Ryan. Yo, that's weird because look at the eye. You see the shape in the eyes on
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's a
left?
person. Yeah.
That's not a person, bro.
Oh
That
no,
looks
it's a
like,
dick. It's a dick. That's
yeah,
right. It's a dick.
that's a Johnson. Those are
So yeah,
Johnsons.
so I didn't realize we go to the movie and it's rated X, bro. Rated X. Here we go.
Perv O Vision.
So they put out these glasses like, hey, put these on if you're into the pervy version, or if you're kind of super, conservative, you could do the nude block version.
No way. Okay.
Yeah, it's all novelty. It's all bullshit. It doesn't work at all.
Okay.
Uh, but here, I'll put them on while I do my little review. So we go to this premiere, and
Hmm.
our friend is in it. You may know him, Steve Little. There, he'll get look at the marquee, bro. It says "fuck my son" right on the fucking marquee.
Fuck my son, dildo heaven.
So yeah, the movie after "Fuck My Son" was Dildo Heaven. So you could have stuck around and watched a double feature, but
Wait.
we did
So
not.
w was this at a triple X theater?
No, no, no. So
Okay.
it's like this little alti theater in Hollywood, right on Fairfax.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you here's a clip from the movie. So it's a funny, gross horror. Okay, I'm gonna say, bro, it's one of the grossest movies I ever saw.
Oh, jeez.
And it's not even, and our friend Steve plays this mutant of a kid. Like he's in
Was
this
it
huge.
funny?
Yeah,
Did it
there's
have
funny.
funny
It's
parts?
he's funny in
Okay.
it too. He's really funny. And once you see
Okay.
him, but here's a little clip that they've been putting on their Instagram, and it's funny. It's only a few minutes. So they have a guy play the mom.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Okay.
and here he is.
Birds fuck, dogs fuck, bugs fuck, fleas fucking nobody fucks him. You're gonna fuck him, and you're gonna fuck him good. Bird.
Well, okay.
Oh.
You understand these clips are weird out of context with no context. Like you kind of
That's
set
all
it
they
up.
put online.
That's it. That's they give
So
you no
that's the
there's
mom. The mom, and she's talking about her son. Nobody fucks her son, so you're gonna fuck him tonight. So that's the whole thing, dude.
oh, that's what it so fuck my son is a statement
Yes.
or a request rather.
A
No.
demand.
It's a yeah, directive. It's a directive.
She kidnaps a girl, a
Fuck
woman,
my son.
brings her to the house, shows her to her grotesque son, who
Oh, he's
like he looks like
grotesque.
a mix between Sloth from the Goonies and Jabba the Hutt. But even grosser. And it's so gross but funny. And Steve knocks
Wait,
it.
wait, wait. Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah.
Hey, you got
Yes. Yes.
and Jabba the Hutt. So
Yes.
hey,
Yeah.
you got.
Yes.
Oh,
With
jeez.
warts and nastiness and and
Hold up, Jabba. You didn't see my Jabba the Hutt tongue, dude.
I'll do it again. That's a good one. And I guess in the comic book, the character doesn't talk. All his dialogue is you know what I mean?
Okay.
But Steve improv, and they did a lot of lines and worked on it. And yeah, his burps, it's gross. And even like, yeah, they show his dick and it's like, 10 feet long and all grotesque. And like, it's just a gross, gross fucking movie.
So this grotesque dude got a 10 foot long Johnson.
Yeah, it's all like this weird
It's just you just made me think
puppetry.
of, and anybody in the comedy community who's watching this will know what I'm talking about. It just made me think of that Joe Bartnick joke. I fuck Miss Johnson. I fuck
Yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Johnson.
No, it's totally, it's very, yeah. No, and so the craziest thing though, we
Okay.
watch it on Mother's Day at the premiere, and his mom is there.
Hey, she got to know who her son is.
But his mom is the coolest lady ever. And they had everybody on stage.
It's not based off her though, right? Like it's
No, no,
not
no. So here's the crew. The guy on the far left here is the director.
okay.
The guy on the far right is the comic book creator.
The writer, okay.
Yeah.
He looks like I hate to say it, but I'm not surprised how he looks. He looks
Yeah,
like
he
the
looks
guy.
like a comic book writer.
Well,
Then
and
to
also he's wearing black on black with
black,
white
yeah.
shoes.
And
It's
he's
like,
got
come on,
that
bro.
like a dad hat. And he just, yeah.
Yeah.
And then next to him is my friend the Steve, and then the woman Tilly, she was the actress in it.
Okay.
And
And
very good. She was such a good actress, like because she sold it. You know what I mean? Like everything
mhm,
else is kind of silly, but her being as good of an actress really sold the story.
okay.
And then
So
on the
she was
chairs
serious.
there are their mothers. That on the left is, excuse me, Johnny Ryan, the creator's mother. On the right is Steve's mother.
Okay. And so this movie is gonna be where? It's gonna end up on
It's
Tubi.
already on the festival circuit. This is the last of it. Here you look at my man killing it on the stage, dude.
Who's that again?
Steve Little. So he was in Eastbound and Down, and he was
Oh,
Danny McBride
your guy, Steve
friend.
Little. The guy, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So he wears this thing, and yeah, dude. So it's out there somewhere. The comic book too, and check it out. It's, if you want a gross hilarity, gross thing.
Dude, a mom going, F my son
Yeah, dude.
now.
It's so
Birds
weird.
fuck,
It's,
birds fuck,
yeah, yeah.
dogs fuck, bugs fuck. Now you're gonna, my son.
Yeah.
But ma'am, he has a 10-foot long dog. Well, you better start walking and get down there. And you're gonna, my son. That's
I mean, I'll
weird.
say it was a Q and A.
That's weird. That's
It's very
weird.
weird. And I was talking, and Steve was talking, they were talking about his mom, how his mom early on, she's like, I've seen everything he did. And he was, naked sometimes in Eastbound. And she's like, now this was definitely like the weirdest thing I've seen him do. She's like, this is probably the takes the cake or
Wait,
whatever.
so she's seen her son naked as an adult?
Yeah, in the Eastbound and Down, he's naked. You don't you remember?
I never saw Eastbound and Down. I never
Are
watched
you
it.
crazy? It's amazing. You got to watch it.
Dude,
Oh,
that's what they said about Better Call Saul. I haven't seen that
no,
either.
this is way better. This is
No, it's
hilarious.
what's
And
his name?
this is 25-minute gems, man.
Yes, what's his name?
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Now, Danny
Dude.
McBride is hilarious. He's
And Will
funny.
Ferrell's in it. It's awesome, bro.
It's that
Craig
whole crew.
Robinson's in it. It's so good.
Yeah, but you once again, Sal, you got to remember, dude, this is like I know guys who love that show and who watch that show. Off the top, I'm probably not gonna watch Danny McBride, right? Like I'm not. It might as well be like trying to watch the dude
Man,
from
but just give it
The
a
Great
try. It's six
Lebowski.
episodes. Season one is 6 episodes.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like I'm not initially
That,
gonna be
that's
drawn
like
to
me
those
going, oh, I
shows.
can't watch it, Reg. It's just Denzel.
No, no, no. I'm not saying that I can't. I'm just saying that
Oh, whoa, Reg. Too
I'm not
many
gonna be
black
drawn.
people
I'm
in
not
it.
gonna be drawn to Danny McBride movies, man. Same
Like,
thing, same way with I'm not drawn to Seth Rogen movies or James Franco movies or hell, you know how long it took for me to watch Superbad and fucking Napoleon?
but they're good,
Like,
aren't they?
I mean, they were okay. I mean, I kind of got Napoleon because but it's a whole world and a way of being. That shit don't. And look, I have white friends. Obviously, I know white people. I know
I'm
white culture.
Italian.
Shit, I'm only like black people only make up 12% of this motherfucker, so we are seeped in white culture all the time. But I'm not checking for fucking. I'm not checking for Danny McBride shows, bro. Now I do like Walton Goggins, and I know he's in
Yeah,
one
he's
of
done a
these.
lot of this stuff too. Yeah.
Yes, I love Walton Goggins, but I love Walton Goggins because of the role that he played in Hateful Eight, the Quentin Tarantino movie,
Oh, yeah, he's good in that one.
right?
He's good. Remember him in Django too.
And oh, and Django. Oh
Right.
boy, in Django, he was so
I'm gonna
good.
go dancing in the moonlight with you.
Yeah,
All right, well, here's another
he's
white
walking
thing
on
you
with his
can't
mouth.
probably
Okay,
relate to. I went here for the first time, the Jewish Deli Cantor's, LA, famous for. You
open
know,
all night.
yeah,
Restaurant,
it's
bakery,
on
delicatessen.
Fairfax. It used to,
Okay,
I'm telling you though, man, it was dead as a doornail in there, and it's huge. It's like two restaurants in one.
okay,
And there's just a lot more competition now, a lot more restaurants. And it's corned beef. I got the corned beef.
of course. On rye,
All right, you see it?
very traditional
Where
with
is
the
it?
cabbage on the side, or
No,
just
that's
the
actually
coleslaw.
coleslaw. That's
I mean
coleslaw.
coleslaw. I'm sorry,
Wait,
not
I'm gonna tell
cabbage.
you, man.
But coleslaw is cabbage. It's just chopped up
That's
cabbage.
true. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. All
Um,
right.
but that's all it is, dog. It's just a bunch of meat on little pieces of bread. And how much do you think that sandwich was?
I mean, luckily you haven't been out of it yet. So it
Yeah, I
came like
took a
this.
shot early. I took a pick early.
I'm gonna say the sandwiches. With that, let's go 12.99.
Nah, dude, this is LA, bro. This is Fairfax Boulevard. Or
Oh,
Avenue
okay.
or Street. I don't know which one it's
All
called.
right. So we're gonna say 7.99.
Seven? You went down?
I went the wrong way. Okay, so 15.99.
Nah, dude, this is a tourist trap now. They sell corned beef.
Oh, okay. So a tourist trap, we'll say as high as I'm gonna go for this is 23.99.
You went above. You went above. It's 21.50.
Okay, 21.50. Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you,
That's
my buddy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat half because he got the turkey version." And
yeah.
you eat it all. You're not gonna eat half. He ate it all. I ate it all. And I had to get mustard from the table nearby. And I gotta tell you the truth, bro. My tummy kind of hurt the next day. How was it? I think it's a little,
It,
yeah. I think
it's a little much for you.
it's a little overrated, and it's really overpriced. And
Okay, so
pickles
how
were
much
good
would
though. They
you
had some marinated pickles.
okay, how about this? Because this is a real thing. Like there are some restaurants where it's like the quality of the food and the price are pretty even. All right, for the amount that I paid and the quality of
Right?
the
No, that's
food.
way too pricey.
Okay, so in this case, you would say the quality of the food is too low for the price point.
Yeah, I like your first
So,
guess. 12.95 is what it should have been.
okay, there we go. So, okay, there we go. Because I'm like at 12.95, based on what it looked like and the plate,
Yeah, it
the
wasn't
bread
nothing
looks
spectacular. I couldn't believe it. It's 21 fucking 50.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
So,
and then I came outside and I saw the Spider-Man meme in Coco's, the delivery robots, and there's three of them stuck on the sidewalk having a face off. Though I think two of them here are waiting for orders from Cantor's late night,
okay.
and the other
So
one's trying
these
to get
these
around
things
the bike
drive around LA
all the time. It's crazy, man.
delivering food.
Especially in
Wait,
Hollywood because the restaurants are still close and they could just drive around. I
wait,
had
and
one come to me one time.
hold on, and no one just robs them,
You
like
can't.
hijacks. What you
You have a
mean?
code. There's a code that you get sent to. So they drive to your place and then you pop in that code and then it opens up and you can get your food.
So homeless dudes can't just walk up and pop the
Yeah,
top open
nobody
and take us.
could. No, no, they done
Okay.
all that shit.
Okay.
And yeah, no, man, you don't even know when they come. Like you put an order in at a restaurant, and if you're close enough for one of those, they'll send those instead. And I got a message like, okay, you're close enough, you're gonna get a cocoa, you don't have to tip. And then yeah, and then they said it's coming, and I go down, he sees little things speeding down the sidewalk on my street. And
Wow.
then a street sign came up to it and had to stop, and then it went around, and then I went up to it. Yeah, it was easy. So, you know,
Okay. So once again, for me, the way I think, that's one less job that someone's doing that's getting paid, potentially getting paid and
good
getting a
point.
tip, right?
Good point.
That's a job that no one's doing. Same thing with Uber and Lyft and whatever other driving services. Taxi drivers now are struggling. Dude, we are definitely trying, and what's happening is that money they're not paying someone, that increases their profit margin, obviously,
Yeah.
right? So they're making more money, but then people need jobs. There's someone who's not working, who's not getting paid, who's having a hard time eating, paying bills, paying for gas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that
Right.
money's not in the system. That because that money go one thing if people when people get paid, then that money goes into the system, to the grocery stores, to the movie theaters, to the restaurants, to driving services. Like the money's in the system, and that's what keeps the system going. But when you extrapolate the money out the system and you keep people out of the system, all of a sudden, but then they want you to still go and buy $21.50 sandwiches that's way overpriced.
Yeah.
If
So
I'm working and I'm getting paid, then I go, whatever. I'm not tripping because I got it coming in. But
right.
now I ain't got it coming in, so I ain't going to Cantor's.
Yeah, I'm like, I tell my buddy next to me, I'm like, well, I've never been here, so I tried it. I'm like, but I'll tell you something, ain't never coming back. I got a
Shoot,
bit, I've got a concern, Reggie. I don't
what's
know.
up?
The Mandalorian and Grogu movies getting a little corny looking on these ads they've been doing. Uh, Here we go. Look at it. These little puppets, man. And then I saw another one with two of the Huts, and they're speaking English and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Remember you, Bizarre. Hey! It's us, your small friends. Get your tickets now for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Horrible baby. Go see that bad baby in
The bad
theaters.
baby. Like, what the fuck? Bad baby, dude. This is Max was texting me. He's like, oh, not long until we see a t-shirt with bad baby.
Hey, dude, all I'm saying is this. I'm loving the fact they just embracing it. Just go for it. Like, don't even care no more.
So dumb now, dude. I don't know what is happening.
It's
Here, I'll
appealing
show
to a
you.
younger dude, that's appealing to a younger demographic,
I know.
obviously.
I was telling Max every every like Star Wars thing starts off pretty cool, and then it just starts changing and catering to kids more.
Yeah, because you're getting older
Well,
and
yeah,
the
but they change. It's like way
yeah,
the movies change. Like
because they look
even
at
the third Return of the Jedi, they had the Ewoks, and then
right.
doing this, they're bringing in these little puppets, or then the third Mandalorian, they had like the third one was very more like, oh, let's bring in all the other Mandalores and more kid friendly. It's just I don't know, bro.
Dude, Sal, it's about the analytics, man.
Yeah, that's all. But that's my point. They're taking away the art, and they're just trying to get in the money.
Yes, they look at the analytics and they go, wow, our movie is really doing great with 12, like 9 to 12 year olds, 13-year-olds. So we're going to keep that storyline, but we'll throw in these little cute things
Yeah,
because then
it's
that's
just
more toys,
I
that's more
know. It's just a
books.
gross. They'll bring marketing into art. All right, so this is another thing that made me worried, the huts. So let's
Mm.
watch the huts.
Two slugs.
Yeah, but just the way they sound and all right, come here. Oh, wait a minute. It's not in English. Maybe I saw an
Mm.
AI version.
Bring me his helmet.
Mandalorian
Nope.
priceless on the black market.
I don't know, dude.
But what's even more is knowing we have shamed you forever.
This doesn't sound like huts.
Mandalorian creep, you the outcast for letting an enemy see your face.
Not if you all die.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It will bring us ecstasy to watch your strong spirit break.
I really don't like that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Only in theaters. Okay.
Jabba the Hutt looks better to me.
Yeah. So wait, that's Jabba the Hutt though, right?
No, those are his kids.
Oh, that's right, because this takes place after the whole thing.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
Princess
that's
Leia,
right. Okay,
Jabba the
yeah.
Hutt.
So these guys are dead. They're gonna see his face. They're dead. It's over.
Yeah, but they're like kind of whack. Don't you think they're kind of lame?
I mean, things change, man. See this.
But it
Remember
should get
this?
better. It shouldn't get
You would think, but
worse.
this is what I was talking about earlier, before we even started recording. I give a lot of grace. I'm just kind of like,
No, I
hey,
feel you. That's how
yeah.
I
I'm
am with
like,
the
well,
superhero movies.
yeah, because it's. I mean, it would be nice if it was.
Be
This is
nice
the
to
thing.
have a
It has to
surprise.
change. It
Yeah.
has to change. It has to change. Like, and it's got to change in a different way. Because if not, then there's going to be that contingent of people like, oh, that's just Jabba the Hutt. It's the
But it
same
always
thing,
changes to like soft.
right? To
Like Cheryl Underwood would say.
you're soft. He's a pushover.
That is crazy.
Weak.
All right, well,
He's
that's
a
it,
pussy.
Red.
I think I
Oh,
could kick Reggie's ass. Really?
One
Hey,
more
look,
thing, dude.
hold
One
on.
more
Let
thing.
me just say this line right here. This is one of my favorite Biggie lines. Um, Niggas think I'm pussy. I dare you to stick your dick in this. Because if
You.
I was pussy, I'd be filled with syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, getting rid of you. I got it locked like the penitentiary. Okay, there we go.
There
So
it is, baby.
there it
Make
is.
you feel like
I
Mike.
wish I had known that line then. Like, niggas pussy. I'm like, oh, niggas think I'm pussy? I dare you to stick your dick in this.
Did you this was nice of my we got a little rivalry going on here. Both our teams are battling it out. And this little clip Tim shared from our show. Did you hear this one? You probably heard it. It's pretty good though.
Oh,
I have a
Detroit
lot
and
of problems
Cleveland.
with Sal's act. And I'm like, well,
Fresco.
it's called WeHo, but thank you for trying, New Mexico. Oh, they get kicked out already. Damn, that was quick. Well, good luck. WeHo, you learned something tonight. WeHo. WeHo. No. You're gonna miss Tim Meadows. He's awesome. You paid money to watch 5 minutes of me and then Karen? Like, what the are you doing? Invited a couple of very special ladies here tonight. They are experts in giving out nicknames for parts of cities, neighborhoods. So if you know what a neighborhood is called, like, you know, Soho or whatever, these ladies will give you an alternate name of that neighborhood. And I brought them here tonight because I have a lot of problems with Sal's act. And these ladies, their job was to really explain to Sal that the neighborhood names that he's been saying are incorrect. Even though he lives there and he knows the neighborhood names. These ladies know better. So let's have a round of applause for, oh, they're gone, okay.
So good.
I flew them all the way from New York for this show and they are gone. That was fun to watch. Oh my God. I love that moment. They wouldn't stop.
Nice.
Dude,
Nice.
that skill of his, he's just so good at it, dude. Like you
Nice.
see that.
That's confidence, man. Confidence
Yeah,
and
that
just
improv skill just to make it all up off the top and just to
yeah.
hold it and his timing. Like that's where you see the Saturday Night Live side of him come out, and you're
Yeah.
like, damn,
But
dude.
and the experience, right? The
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
right? And being completely this is the
Yeah.
biggest thing. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I got this from Richard Pryor,
Oh yeah, be
is
comfortable in the silence.
be comfortable in the silence. You gotta be
He was
comfortable.
saying how Tim was saying how it is funny how different because improv you have to be more so. Like you don't
Mm,
have to make it always fun, and that's where you got to hold back more, you know. And
hmm
it is two different skills to work. But I was saying to him because like bad improv is the worst to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I was
bad
saying how
improv.
I'd do colleges and the improv group of the college would open and like comics were all backstage, like all alone, making fun of each other. They all get together in a group, like, all right, guys, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna play, we're gonna do this. You're like, what the fuck?
It's like, all right, man, good luck with that. Have
Like,
fun.
but Tim was always playing with the best of the best, you know what I mean,
Right, right.
in the world. So it was always like that's a different thing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
oh, for sure. But bad improv is bad and bad comedy.
It's true. No, and that's true. No matter
Yeah.
what, either one, there it's bad either way. But yeah, dude. So Cavs and Pistons, it's been a battle. Thank goodness we came back in the series and it's
2-2.
2-2. Now it's a series of three. Everyone thinks it's going seven. And whew, Donovan Mitchell. I was watching it last night. They went on that 25-0 run in the beginning of the third. It was
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
But then we put in our scrub our bench in the last like minute and a half, and they almost we had to bring the starters back in because they gave up what
Shut up.
6, 7. Yeah, dude. And
Oh, that's
like they
funny.
brought it within eight. And we're like, all right. And Mitchell was like, no, let's just go out there. And we got two quick baskets, and then it was over.
Okay. Okay. So, congratulations to the Cavaliers for making the series interesting. Shout out to the Knicks for sweeping the 76ers. I think Embiid is done. And um, my Lakers, man, my Lakers got swept. I knew that was going to happen. But the thing I
OKC is
did,
strong. I think whoever gets OKC is still the favorite.
yeah, OKC is good. You know, they're young, they're talented. They got great shooters. They don't really have big men, but they don't really need that. They have a bona fide star and Shea Gillis who can give them whatever they need when they need it, who can go get a basket. It kind of sucked. You know, obviously LeBron and the Lakers, I guess I should say Luca, but Luca wasn't playing.
Yeah, Luca
It
being
sucks.
hurt was the problem.
Luca being hurt was a
It would have
problem.
been made it much more interesting in playoff.
Way more interesting because those that point differential that they were losing by were those were the points that Luca was able to generate.
Right.
But but then here's the issue. Here's my issue. Luca's 27 now, right? Something like that. AR, Austin Reeves is 26, 25. So these guys are kind of in their primes or like starting to get into their primes in a certain way. And they can't stay healthy the whole season to make it into the playoffs
Right.
to be there. So we're relying upon the 41-year-old guy
Yeah, it's
who's been in the
crazy.
man.
His health, he's always been one of the healthiest players for this career. It's insane, man.
It's
I mean,
insane.
he is built like unlike most, but yeah, man, it's a very and even Kobe had injury problems a lot. But yeah,
Exactly.
dude,
But this dude, I mean, look, he was, and I heard the post game interview where he was like, this season, he goes, I would never say this season wasn't a success. He goes, it was different. I had to play a different role than I've never, being the third option, right?
right.
And then having to go back to being the
Who's the
first
second
option.
option?
No. Oh, Reeves.
Oh,
They
really?
were they
Okay.
were going Luca, Reeves, LeBron.
Mm.
And LeBron's like, okay, hey, look, man, I get it. I'm 41 years old, 23 years deep in the league. You're trying to reestablish and rebuild. But dude, if he leaves and he takes Bronny with him, obviously, he's not gonna leave Bronny in LA.
Well, let's
Um,
say he have one more year. No, he doesn't have to be there.
he may have one more year, but there was something about them not talking about an extension. Like no one has mentioned anything about an extension
Right
for him.
now.
So,
Yeah, we'll see.
um, I mean, but yeah, you can't break the bank on the dude who's going to be 42 in
No, they didn't
December.
have a chance, man. And
Yeah,
then who the Thunder now? Oh, so Minnesota Spurs, that's a good one. And
yeah, that's
then
tied
I'm
up
gonna
now
tell you, I'm
2-2.
sick of all these cocky Nick fans, and and I think Tim and I feel the same way. Whoever wins on our series, we want to go to the finals. Because fuck the Knicks, because they're cocky, and I meet these fans. I met one in fucking Albuquerque, messaging me all the time now about the Knicks. I got another guy I know, and every Knicks fan I know, and they're already. Shaq even said they're going to the finals, and I'm like, they haven't even been challenged yet. Okay, the Hawks, get the fuck out of here, and the
Hey, the
six.
Hawks had no Hawks took them to 6 games, I think, right?
Yeah, they played a five and a six. They haven't really played anybody. The best teams have always been the Pistons, Cavs, Knicks, and even the Celtics, but the Celtics were injury prone. So,
Hey,
I mean,
dude.
come on, man. Even Embiid even missed the game. He's hurt and shit. So
Oh,
look,
he didn't play. Embiid didn't play.
no, he missed. Oh, I don't think he missed one or two. He missed one at least. But he got Paul George, but he's older. I'm telling you, man, fuck them. They ain't been challenged yet. The Pistons and Cavs both went to 2-7 games. They're about to go to probably another get seven. So they're both fucking hungrier, or maybe not hungrier, but they definitely been challenged. And I think the Knicks got a surprise coming next round. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. I think the Knicks are playing good basketball. I think they found their groove. They got some chemistry. I think that they've kind of bought into the system. They got a bona fide star in Jalen Brunson. They have uh, you know, I won't say a star, but Cat is starting to play consistently,
What do you think about
right?
the next round? Is what I'm asking.
But what do I think about the Knicks? Say it again.
What do you think about the Knicks? Are they going to win into the next round and go to the finals?
Well, the Knicks are already in the Eastern Conference Final. Didn't they just sweep the 76ers?
Right.
So
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 who are they going to beat?
they're waiting for you guys. One
Yeah.
of
So who?
you.
Yeah. Are they going to go to the finals?
Detroit, I hate to say it, but Detroit probably comes out of this series with you guys.
You're gonna regret that, my friend.
I'm just saying Detroit was the number
We
one
have to
seed in
win
the.
one in Detroit, though, and we haven't won on the road yet, and we have to. So
Okay, there you go. So
we got to
Detroit
see
has been
what
the number one
happens.
seed. They've been the number one, they were the number one seed in the East. They've been playing well this
They're good
postseason.
though. Their D is good. Cade is fucking. He's too big for anybody.
Dude, he's a good player.
Cade
He's
gets
been a
it
good
when he
player.
wants it. We just
That's
got
why
lucky he
that's
ain't
why he was
on
the
it.
number one pick, right? That's why he's the
Yeah.
number one pick. So um I think maybe Detroit comes out of this series, Detroit and the Knicks, and the Knicks were two seed or three seed?
Three.
Three seed. They're playing well. Um, I don't know how well they match up with Detroit or how Detroit matches up with them, but I think it'll come down to the wire. It may go 6 or 7 games. And I'm gonna say now, I think the Knicks come out of that series, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
tell
got
you right now, Cavaliers, baby, we go to the finals again.
well, hold up though. The only reason I'm saying the Knicks though, the only reason I'm saying the Knicks is because I think the Knicks have more veteran players. I think Detroit is doing well. I think they've done well, but I think they're very young. They're inexperienced, getting deep
That's
into the
why it's gonna be
playoffs.
Cleveland. We got that over Detroit, and then we're even with that on the Knickerbockers, and we're gonna fuck them up.
The only problem with the Cavaliers is I hate to say it, James Harden. James Harden has not been able to stay. Although he
The last two games he has, he closed out game three for us with consecutive,
okay,
you
and
know,
that's
18
good.
points.
That's good. When James Harden is not required to be the man, like when he can kind of show up and do a thing and is
Yeah, his
and
consistency is a problem.
his consistency is a problem, but he's also very inconsistent when he is the guy that they're relying upon. When he's not the guy, when he's the
Yeah,
second option or third option, when he doesn't have that pressure to have to do a thing
yeah,
because it's really Donovan Mitchell's team,
yeah.
then he shows up and he does well. So
Right.
um
Spider
it's
just
gonna
has to
be
take over. Spider's the best player on the court. He has to take over.
he has to take
And
over.
like yesterday, he almost scored 40 in the second half. He got 39, which is tied the record because he
Okay.
missed the free throw. If he would have made his last free throw, he would have hit the record. But so yeah, he scored 39, and his first half was horrible. He was 1 of 8,
Oh
and then
wow.
he said he was mad. He took it on himself in the locker room, and then he balled out in the second half. And Harden too had some great steals. Harden still makes some turnovers, but the first two games he's horrible. But now. We got the momentum, man, and we got to bring it to Detroit. If we can win the next one in Detroit, we got a chance.
That's gonna
If
be
it
a
goes
tough
to
one. Oh,
seven, we have a chance. I mean, we're almost thinking for sure
okay.
game six.
If man, you're going back to Detroit. So now series tied up 2-2.
But we've beaten them already in Detroit this year. Like we've split the series with Detroit.
Yeah, but that's regular season.
No, I know. So they're
I
good. We match up
okay.
very similar. That's why I think either one of us could give a problem to New York.
Okay, so I think it's man, if it goes seven,
Yeah,
shucks.
bro.
Game
That's
seven
when
is gonna be in
Spider's coming,
Detroit.
baby. Yeah, it's in
Ga-
Detroit.
Game seven in Detroit. Man, that's a tough one. I don't think James Harden does well on the road.
It ain't him. We got other guys. We got Mobley. Allen's been doing all right. Allen had a
Yeah,
good
but you
game
can't
last
you
one.
can't rely on the big men to carry you. It's got to be your guard
No,
play. The big
no,
men are gonna do.
it's
They're
Spider,
gonna
dude. It's all on Mitchell.
okay. So it's gonna come on Mitchell
Mitchell
because
versus Cade.
if you're talking about Evan Mobley and who else is the other big man
Jared Allen.
and Jared Allen, if you're talking about those guys leading you, now those guys
Now,
are
Allen,
complementary
last game
players.
seven, he dominated. It was his best game of his career.
Yeah, but you lost.
No, last game seven against the Raptors we just
Oh,
won
against the Raptors. Oh, okay,
last
okay,
week.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
But
All right,
anyway,
well, we'll see. We'll see.
all right, buddy.
All
Wrap us
right.
up.
All right. Sorry for clapping you guys' ears right there.
That you can't hear it though. It doesn't always capture. It's weird. Certain sounds, like if we laugh, sometimes it doesn't capture our laugh, so it doesn't sound like we're killing. All right, close this out. What are you? Did you freeze? All right, well, I'll close this out. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Hey, thanks for listening, everyone.
You faker.
I got you. Oh, I'm
I
good.
looked at your hands and they didn't move at all. I was like, "Ooh, you got me good."
I got you
All right,
good.
go.
All right. Hey, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We had a great time doing it. Sal and I, before the camera started rolling, we had a moment where we was about to tussle.
No, I didn't even know it was a
He didn't
moment.
even
Reggie
know.
just sensitive, y'all.
Sal was about to show up to a fight that he didn't even know he was in.
I was like, yo, dude, you really not.
He was walking to the octagon with no clue. He was like, he thought he was here to watch the show, and they were like, "No, you're in the ring." He's
Thought we
like,
were
"The
doing a
fuck?"
podcast, Reg. Thought we were friends.
Exactly.
Reggie want
Exactly.
to fight. Reggie
I'm
wants to
like,
smoke.
come on. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We love it. We're gonna keep doing it. It's fun for us, and for those of you who are listening, and we appreciate you listening and supporting. Um, with that being said, oh, also, if you do enjoy it, please like, share, and subscribe. That's the best thing you could do for us. If you have any comments, don't be afraid to leave those. Or if you have any suggestions or things you want to talk about or hear, then please, by all means, leave that for us as well. With that being said, that's Sal Kalani. I'm Reggie Steele,
R.I.P.
and
Will.
this is Spitballing. Peace.